First impressions are incredibly important, in anime just like in everything else. So my favorite first episodes of the year were 14th from d.gray-man Hallow, The Dark Era from Bungo Stray Dogs Season 2, Witch's Son from Bubuki Baranki, Beginning of the War from Izetta the Last Witch, and Flashing Before My Eyes from Erased. But as far as I'm concerned, the best first episode of the year was The Tyrannian Army Invades from The Heroic Legend of Arslan Duststorm Dance. This episode, oh my god. Arslan was many things in Season 1. Beautifully animated, great characters, entertaining and intricate plotting, but what it wasn't was plot twists. And then this episode came along and completely reshuffled the deck. Arslan became a show full of plot twists and twice the amount of intrigue it was before. I didn't realize how much story could be packed into a single episode until I saw this one. And boy, am I glad I did. My favorite character of the year goes to Nea D. Campbell from d.gray-man Hallow, or Dazai Osamu from Bungo Stray Dogs, whichever, same thing. No, but seriously, from personality to character design, they might as well be the same character. My next award is my favorite soundtrack of the season. While Arslan, d.gray-man, Bungo Stray Dogs, March Comes In Like a Lion, and Erased all had pretty great soundtracks, this award had no competition, and the winner is Kabanari of the Iron Fortress. I have 2 words for you. Sarano Hiroyuki. There has yet to be a Sarano Hiroyuki soundtrack that I haven't been obsessed with. Attack on Titan, Seraph of the End, Aldenoa Zero, Guilty Crown, Recreators, and out of all the ones I've heard, Kabanari is definitely one of my favorites. Next up is my top animals of the year. Whether it's cute and cuddly mascot characters or fierce fighting companions, there are definitely some animals worth acknowledging. And they are Puck from ReZero, Azrael from The Heroic Legend of Arslan Duststorm Dance, That Owl from Trickster, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the show's full name, and the collective of cats from March Comes In Like a Lion. But the one that found its place most steeply wedged in my heart was Tim Campy from d.gray-man Hallow. No, that's not a snitch, it's a golem. Trust me, I'm sure. Positive, in fact. While this cute and cuddly ball of wings may look like the escapee from a Quidditch match, he's actually quite the character. He's sassy, fun to watch, and he also cares really deeply about Alan, our protagonist. He was given to Alan by Alan's old guardian and mentor, Marion Cross, who, spoiler warning, dies at the beginning of the series, and it's really heartbreaking to see Tim mourn for Cross in the first couple of episodes. But Tim is a lot more than just this snitchball. He wants to protect Alan desperately, and being a character who can shift his size at will, he does just that, as this giant floating yellow ball, which is pretty damn awesome. I love Tim. Unfortunately, he's one of the few characters who I know will never be hurt. My next award goes to my best endings of this year's anime. Endings are important, if for no other reason than they are the last impression you'll have of the show, so it better damn well be a good one. There were definitely some pretty good ones this year, including Those Who Meet Must Part from Durarara X Duketsu, Slipping Through the Dirty Sky from 91 Days, Each of Their Hearts from My Hero Academia, and Messenger of Flame from Fairy Tail Zero. This award goes to Future Time from Assassination Classroom. This was definitely an interesting ending. The plot itself ended the episode before, so Future Time is entirely a sort of after-credits role. It covers a reunion between the main characters at the old schoolhouse, and gives a feeling for how they've all grown and changed over the last couple of years. But the thing that makes the episode for me is the last couple of minutes, showing Nagisa as he steps into his own classroom for the first time, taking on the role of a teacher and learning to apply the skills of the assassination classroom in a normal high school.
俺らに命令すんじゃねえ。殺すぞ。
殺す。殺せるといいね。卒業までに。
Incidentally, my award for Worst Cliffhanger of the Year is a tie between d.gray-man Hallow's Walker and Fujin Rambo from Arslan Senki Fujin Rambo. both series end their seasons by beginning a new arc, only to be like, LOL, tune in for the next season. Oh, wait. I mean, d.gray-man, it'll be what, 3 or 4 years before there's enough manga to continue the anime? If they decide to continue it then and not wait, another 8. Whereas the reason Arslan isn't getting its 3rd season anytime soon is great question. Could, you let us know what's happening with that project? Okay, thanks studio, thanks. I'd call the studios out by name, but, well, I can't pronounce them. Anyway, I'm not bitter. Nope, not at all. So moving on. My next award goes to my top casts of the season. The anime with the most characters that were well-rounded, well-developed, and intricately interesting. Now I could have given this award to d.gray-man Hallow, The Heroic Legend of Arslan, or Dur-RX Ketsu, but I didn't really think that was fair since all 3 anime have had many episodes outside of this year and season in which to develop their characters. Then I considered anime that premiered this year, such as 91 Days, My Hero Academia, Servamp, March Comes In Like a Lion, and Magical Girl Raising Project. I would have tried to figure out if RWBY qualified since a large amount of its best character cast development did take place within this year despite having seasons outside of this year, but fortunately for me I didn't have to because there was one show that premiered this year that also happened to have one of my favorite casts of characters, and that was Bungo Stray Dogs. One of my favorite things about Stray Dogs is its characters. You start with Atsushi, but as I said earlier, you build out from there. Dazai, Kunakita, the rest of the Armed Detective Agency, the Port Mafia, the Guild, characters beyond that, like members of Mimic, and all sorts of other characters. Each character, even the minor ones, like Higuchi, get enough character time to make me feel like they're three-dimensional. For an anime that's only 25 episodes long, Bungo Stray Dogs has a rather large cast, 35 characters in fact, or rather 35 developed characters, plus a couple others on the sides. And despite that fact, you never get confused with all of their distinctive character designs, personalities, and development. It's really easy to keep track of all of them, which is actually quite impressive, especially considering the Guild War arc and the 3-way battles that are constantly taking place. Besides, how can you not love a cast that includes a team-up between H.P. Lovecraft, Lucy Maud Montgomery, and Edgar Allan Poe? Alright, almost done. Just 2 awards to go now. My favorite endings and openings of the year. This year had some really amazing of both, especially in the openings category, but that's not to say there weren't a lot of amazing endings too. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised with how many I'm not going to use the word amazing again. Okay, how many awesome ones this year had to offer. For this part, I really had to limit myself, or we'd be here way too long. For my final 2 awards, I've got a short list of 6 and no more than 6 of each before moving on to my final and winning nomination. Edit. This list of 6 has turned into 7. Whoops! So, without further ado, my top ending short list for 2016 is Open Your Eyes from Occultic 9, Lotus Pain from d.gray-man Hallow, Boku Ga Enumachi from Erased, I believe this is called Farther from March Comes In Like a Lion. The second ending for Bungo Stray Dogs. Nine Life from Kabanari the Iron Fortress. Damn, I love Egoist and Aimer. I mean, what could be better? Blaze from the Heroic Legend of Arslan Duststorm Dance. But of course, Calafina, that's what. But my winner is Anger Anger by Myth and Royd from Bubuki Baranki. I haven't really talked about watching Bubuki Baranki, and the reason is it was pretty mediocre. But its music, on the other hand, wasn't. It got me into Myth and Royd, and damn am I glad, because this song and this circle are just great. Listen to this. I mean, honestly, let's be real here. If the ending wasn't this great, I don't think I would have sat through as many episodes of this show as I did. Hell, just listening to it again makes me want to give the show another try. That's how good it is. Anyway, moving on. Last but certainly not least, my top opening of the year. Well, isn't that a bucket of worms? Oh, there's so many good openings this year. To start off, I had to limit myself to openings from anime that I've seen at least part, if not all of. I mean, otherwise there's just no way to end it. So this is only for shows that I've seen at least an episode or two of. Other than that, damn, this was still hard to narrow down. Anyway, here are my 7. Kaze no Uta from Tales of Zestiria the X. Trash Candy from Bungo Stray Dogs. Reason Living version 1, also from Bungo Stray Dogs. Stepping Out from Durara X2 Ketsu, also known as the catchiest thing I've heard in my entire life. Key Bring It On My Destiny from d.gray-man Hallow. Rage of Dust from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. And Tsubasa from the Heroic Legend of Arslan Dust Storm Dance. Yet while choosing the best ending of the year may have been difficult, choosing the best opening was not. Kabanari of the Iron Fortress by Egoist from, well, Kabanari of the Iron Fortress. Where do I start with this song? The gorgeous visuals, the atmospheric melody, the stunning visuals, the wonderfully beautiful lyrics, the amazing visuals, the symbolism. Oh, and did I mention the visuals? Oh my god. Sweet Ufotable, this animation's damn good. Like, Ufotable and Tales of Zestiria the X may have won for best animation, but hands down the animation of this opening is some of the most beautiful I have seen in the history of animation. Look at that. That is just, oh god, stunning. Oh, and don't get me wrong, I am freaking obsessed with this song too. Like, I already said I was an Egoist fan.